Guys, welcome back to Living Gratefully. Today I want to share 4 things that I do to keep from getting sick, like a cold, flu. We're not talking about COVID. I don't know about that, but I haven't had COVID yet. I will say that. Anyway, I had a doctor's appointment in the next town over. I figured since I'm driving and I'll be in the car for an hour anyway, I'll go ahead and talk to y'all about my 4 things that I do to keep from getting cold and flu. Now, I'm not saying that it absolutely 100% prevents it like forever, but I used to get sick all the time in college. I was constantly sick, and in my 20s, constantly sick with, just a regular cold, but then it would always develop into a sinus infection, and then I'd have to have antibiotics to get rid of it, and literally like the next month I was sick again. So I know what it's like to be like constantly catching whatever cold is going around, strep throat. But when I started doing these 4 things, I hardly ever get sick. I do have my McDonald's hot caramel mocha. I do like McDonald's, y'all. And I'll be sipping on this while I'm talking to you. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is probiotics. So right now I'm taking a probiotic pill made by Fortify. I take it every day, and I talked about it in my Amazon favorites video that I posted last year. Like, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it from Walmart. But I take that because I think I had, this is just my opinion. Actually, all of this is just my opinion. So I'm not a doctor, a nutritionalist, a beauty expert, a health expert. I am none of those things. I am just telling you my opinion. So, in my opinion, I think since I was on antibiotics so much for so many years because of my sinus infections and stuff like that, that I ruined my good gut bacteria. And once I started putting that back in my body by drinking kefir or taking a probiotic, or if you can eat like a lot of yogurt or sauerkraut and things like that, that's kind of like the same thing, just more natural. But I wanted to make sure I got it every single day. And so about 5 years or so ago, I started taking kefir every single day, which you can buy at the store. You can buy it and it'll be like strawberry flavored kefir or regular kefir. It tastes kind of like sour milk or buttermilk, but I didn't buy it at the store. I was doing the natural kefir grains that you soak in milk overnight, and then the next day you strain out the milk, you drink the milk and rinse your grains, and then you put the grains back in more milk, sit that overnight, drink that milk the next day and all that. I did that religiously for, I think it was almost 2 years. I'm talking religiously on every single trip I went on every single vacation. I mean, I remember Bible study girls went to New York City, and in the hotel room, I had my little kefir grains growing in my milk that I did not want to miss out on taking my kefir. So that's how religious I was about it. Then I stopped doing the kefir and just started using the probiotic pills. But I feel like, it's just my opinion, but I feel like taking kefir for so long and getting all that good bacteria back in my gut really helped me kind of set the stage for just being able to take a pill every day. And it might just be in my head, but I swear, taking probiotics, whether naturally or the pill or, eating yogurt, however you can get them, I really 100% believe that helps me not get sick anymore. The other thing, so tip number 2 is try to get as much rest as you can. Whenever I start getting run down, I feel like I'm gonna pick up anything that's out there. So I try to get as much sleep as I can. Like, I can tell, I'm 46 now, so I can just tell when my body is getting really run down and it needs more rest. And so I do feel like if I give my body what it needs, I'm going to benefit from that. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is whenever I do feel run down, or I'm not getting enough rest, or I feel like I've been exposed to a lot of germs and I feel like my body is really struggling to fight things off, I'll take my emergency. So that's just like that high dose of vitamin C. It also has electrolytes in it. You just mix it with water. You can put it in other things too, like orange juice or probably soda, whatever. But I just take it in a little bit of water, drink that, and it has like a little fizzy taste, and it kind of makes my throat feel better. Like if I'm starting to get like a scratchy throat, I just feel like it, again, it might be in my head, but I feel like it helps to get that in my body. Okay, and tip number 4 is to wash your hands. Even before COVID, I just know when my hands are dirty. They start to feel gross, and I just wash them. And I think washing them, dish soap is good, or regular soap, any kind of soap, and water. I think washing them is better than using antibacterial gel. Now, that's just my opinion. I know with COVID, we're supposed to wear masks, wash your hands, and use antibacterial gel as much as possible. But I feel like washing my hands is better than using the antibacterial gel. That's just my opinion. So I used to be religious about antibacterial hand soap at Bath & Body. I love that stuff. I bought every single flavor, and I loved the fact it made me feel better when it said antibacterial hand soap on the bottle. They stopped making that, and I about flipped out. But the reason why they stopped is because it's not good for you. Like, all that antibacterial is not good for you. You're supposed to be able to fight germs yourself as long as you keep your hands clean. That's the point when I started getting healthier, was when I stopped using that antibacterial hand soap. That was like, again, like around 5 years ago, maybe 4 years, something like that. They stopped making that, and then I had to switch to regular hand soap. And that's also around the same time I started taking kefir and making sure I was getting my probiotics and building up my good gut bacteria. And I started researching a lot about how not to get sick, and it worked. Those things really worked for me, and I wanted to share these tips with you. I hope it helps you. And if I think of any other tips between now and the time that I post this video, I'll include them on the screen for you. How about we go over them one more time? So take your probiotic, whether that be in a pill form or kefir or some kind of natural like yogurt, sauerkraut, that kind of thing. Get enough rest. Take emergency when you get run down. I don't take that every day. I just take it when I feel like I'm getting run down, not getting enough rest, or been around like a lot of germs, and I just feel like I need to help my body fight that off. And then number 4, wash your hands. Wash them with soap and water. I think that's the best. All right, that's my opinion, y'all. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't seen the other Vlogtober videos, I'll have the whole playlist linked below. We'll see you next time. Bye.